There is an old Chinese story about a farmer who wanted his crops to grow faster. So he went down the rows and tugged each young plant upward to help it along. By the next morning, every plant he had helped was dead. You have done a gentler version of this without noticing. Over-managing the project, over-texting the person, gripping the thing until you crushed it. The Taoists had a cure for this, and it sounds at first like a riddle. Why, wu vai. It means act, but do not force, do but do not meddle. The clearest image of it is a gardener. The gardener does not pull the plants to make them grow. He waters, weeds, and waits, and gets out of nature's way. That is wai wu wai, not doing nothing, but doing only what helps, and no more. Zhuangzi told another story about forcing, this time about a tree. A huge old tree stood in the village square, its trunk knotted and its branches bent every wrong way. Carpenters walked past it without stopping, because its warped wood was useless for a single beam or plank. A young apprentice asked why no one had ever cut it down. Zhuangzi pointed instead to the fine straight trees in the orchard nearby. Those are cut down young precisely because they are so useful. The gnarled tree in the square had grown for 1,000 years, exactly as it was, never once harvested. Its uselessness by the carpenter's measure turned out to be its whole protection. Wai wu wai sometimes looks exactly like this, refusing to be shaped by someone else's idea of useful. You do not have to be maximally efficient to have earned the right to keep growing. The tree simply grew according to its own crooked shape, and outlasted every axe in the county. Laozi had a name for this kind of usefulness that comes from being overlooked. Laozi sharpened the idea by asking you to notice what is not there. 30 spokes meet at a wheel's hub, but it is the empty center that lets it turn. Clay is shaped into a pot, but the emptiness inside is what actually holds. Walls make a room, but you live in the empty space between them. Your doing has its uses, but it is the not doing that makes the doing work. Laozi turned this into a theory of leadership that still unsettles people. The worst leader is feared, a better one is loved. The best is barely noticed, because the best leader sets the conditions, then lets people move on their own. And when the work is done, the people say amazingly, "We did it ourselves." You can watch the same ranking play out in an ordinary team meeting. One manager assigns every task, checks every step, and quietly rewrites what comes back. Their team stops thinking for itself and simply waits to be told the next move. A second manager states only the outcome that matters, then asks what the team needs and steps back. Their people start solving problems nobody assigned to them. The same split shows up at home, in how a parent handles a child's struggle. The parent who solves every problem for their child raises a child who cannot solve one. The parent who sets a clear limit, then lets the child struggle inside it, raises one who can. A good coach works the same way, offering one correction and then letting your body find the rest. In each case, the strongest hand is the one that sets the shape and then lets go of the clay. But wai wu wai has a sharp edge that is easy to miss. Doing without doing is not an excuse to do nothing. The gardener works hard, he simply does not do the plant's own growing for it. The skill is knowing the one move that helps and refusing the 10 that interfere. Modern performance science keeps rediscovering this same edge, under a different name. Sprint coaches call it relaxed speed. The fastest runners look visibly the least tense at full speed. A clenched jaw and gripped fists burn energy that never reaches the legs. The runner straining hardest to look fast is usually not the fastest one on the track. Negotiators find nearly the same thing across the table. The side gripping hardest for one exact number often walks away with less than the side that stayed loose. A visible grip tells the other side exactly where and how hard to push. Looseness at the table is not indifference. It is strength held in reserve. 24 centuries before the stopwatch on the negotiation table, Zhuangzi had already named this reserve. He described the fully capable person as one who moves through the world without being ground down by it. Grip less, and somehow you carry more. There's a second confusion worth clearing up, and this one is with passivity. Passivity is staying home because the field might fail, and you would rather not find out. Avoidance is never entering the garden at all, so nothing that grows there is your fault. Wai Wu Wai is neither of these. It means entering fully, and only then loosening your grip on the outcome. Zhuangzi drew the line with an image about fishing. A trap exists to catch the fish, he said, and once you have the fish, you may forget the trap. Building that trap took real skill, and setting it took real effort. But holding on to the trap after the fish is caught is not diligence, it is only clinging. Passivity never builds the trap at all. Wai Wu Wai builds it, uses it well, and then lets it go. The difference was never about how much you do. It is about what you do after the doing has already worked. So where does doing without doing touch an ordinary day? First, find where you are pulling seedlings. The place you are overmanaging is usually the place your grip is doing the harm. Second, do the smallest helpful thing, then deliberately stop. Prepare the ground, plant the seed, then trust it and take your hands away. Third, guard the empty space that makes everything else work. The pause before you answer, the unscheduled hour, the rest that makes the effort land. Fourth, once a method has done its job, let go of the method too. The morning routine that fixed your sleep does not need to become a religion. Fifth, protect one part of your life from ever being optimized. Not every hour has to earn its keep, the same way the old tree never had to. That unproductive hour is not waste. It is exactly what the axe cannot reach. Sixth, when you catch yourself gripping the trap, name it and open your hand. It can be as small as closing the tab or as large as leaving behind a plan that already worked. Each time you do, you get a little more of the tree's kind of freedom. Notice what Wai Wu Wai is not. It is not laziness, for the gardener labors from dawn. It is not control, for the tightest grip is what kills the growing thing. It is doing exactly enough, and then trusting what you cannot force. Govern a great country, Laozi says, the way you would fry a small fish. This week, find the one thing you keep poking and take your hands off it. Do less, meddle less, and let the growing thing grow. That is Wai Wu Wai.